like, and subscribe. On the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back to Fanboy Fridays. Fanboys, sit down and take this medicine I'm about to give to you. Today's video is going to be hard on you. It's going to be hard to accept. And but hopefully, you know, if you guys listen and you guys take in the information, hopefully you'll gain some insight to the title of the video, which is why LeBron James will always lose in the GOAT debate. First of all, let's establish that there really is no GOAT debate. The GOAT debate is a media-created thing to promote LeBron James because they needed a superstar for the NBA, and I think that they chose incorrectly, but here we are. But what we can also say is I'm also going to tell you why LeBron James is arguably not a top 10 player. For a lot of people, he's not a top 10 player. Currently, he's at the bottom of my top 10, but that's just until I have a chance to sit down and rework my top 10 because, well, I'm going to explain it in this video. So, fanboys, let me explain to you why you will always get backed into a corner if you are trying to debate me, LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. Let me explain to you why Michael Jordan fans are always coming from a place of power outside of the fact that we are the majority. We are the majority of every, NBA player who's ever played the game. Michael Jordan is overwhelmingly regarded as the GOAT by most people, fans and players all over the world. But we are also coming from a place of power for this reason. Fanboys, here's why you will forever lose in a debate with me about your king, about the deer. Because while you want to tell me about the numbers he's accumulated, I'm going to forever question, how did he get those numbers? While you want to tell me about what he's accomplished in his career in the NBA, I'm going to forever question you. How did he get those accomplishments? And I think we all know where I'm going. This is something that I've said over and over again on this channel. This is something that several content creators bring up. Shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants in particular. Shout out to Phenomenal Fitness. The how, fanboys. The how is why you will always lose in this argument. The how is why your numbers are meaningless. Because while you want to tell me, first of all, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something Gilbert Arenas said a week or two ago when he was saying, when we are talking about great players, why can't we only talk about the good stuff? Why can't we only talk about what they accomplished and not their failures? So fanboys, to that I have to say, when you want to bring up as a point for your king to say, well, LeBron James has been to 10 finals. When you do that, you are automatically bringing up his 6 losses. When you say LeBron James has been to 10 finals, you are automatically bringing up his 6 losses because for those of most people probably only see LeBron as a 4-time NBA champion. That is what's listed on his resume. 4-time NBA champion. So for the person who's not keeping up with basketball in that kind of detailed of a way, and then they hear, oh, LeBron's been to 10 finals? Well, what happened to the other 6? And then you have to explain, well, he won 4 of them, but he lost over half of them. And that's not a good look. But even within the 4 that he won, again, the how is how you fanboys get backed into a corner. With the championships that LeBron James won, again, he has had more control than any other NBA player. So, for example, let me make this example. Let's say we're sitting around playing a game of poker, and everybody else gets dealt cards by the dealer in a traditional way. You know, nobody sees the cards. And then when they get to LeBron James, they turn all the cards over and say, hey, LeBron, here, just pick the cards you want. pick the cards you want. This is what we're dealing with, fanboys. LeBron James has chosen his destiny. So for everybody who wants to say LeBron James hasn't had enough help, which we're going through again this year. We're going through again this year where they're trying to talk about trading players. They're trying to talk about getting rid of Darvin Ham. LeBron James that guy again must be the unluckiest NBA player we have ever had on the face of the earth. He just cannot seem to get the right combination, even though he keeps choosing his combination. So yeah, when you talk about his chips, when you talk about him not toughing it out in Cleveland, you know, again, most of the superstars in the top 10 spent the majority of their career with one team. LeBron James has not. You know, we can bring this up as many times as necessary to get the point across. Is LeBron James went to Miami of his own doing. You know, he went there with a cocky attitude because he was teaming up with Dwayne Wade and saying that they're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. That's what your king said. And then, again, they get smacked by Dirk Nowitzki. And then we always forget about the fact that LeBron James and D. Wade were making fun of Dirk Nowitzki having a cold or something. This is the kind of attitude and cockiness that they had because they felt like they had teamed up with people who can win. See, Michael Jordan was cocky because of his own abilities. Michael Jordan was cocky because of his own abilities. So LeBron chooses the team he goes to. He under-delivers for Miami. And I can't state that enough. He under-delivers for the attitude that he went there with. He under-delivered. If he had just went there without having the whole big hoopla about him leaving, you know, the whole press interview on TV, about the decision. If he had left there without that, if he had left there humbly, if he had went to Cleveland without saying not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, maybe we could say this story in a different light. But that is not what happened. LeBron James made a big deal about him leaving Cleveland, destroyed the fans of Cleveland, went to Miami with an attitude, like I said, of cockiness that, okay, I have the right combination now. We are going to do some major things. We're going to build a dynasty here. And then he under-delivers. And then to top all of that off, when things get hard, when Dwayne Wade starts declining, he jumps ship. So again, fanboys, the how is where you guys will forever lose. When you want to tell me about his numbers, I'm going to always tell you about how he got them. This is important. Now, comparatively, we could talk about Michael Jordan in his last year in Chicago, his last championship, where Pippen was on the decline, where Rodman was on the decline, where Michael Jordan really did have to carry that finals a great deal by himself and ended the series in the most iconic way possible. Because while we know Jordan got the steal, he comes down without a timeout. loses Brian Russell and sinks the jumper. But what's so significant about that, again, we have a declining Pippen who was suffering, I think, from a back injury or something. We have a declining Rodman. Jordan you could tell he was running on fumes because his last few shots before he made that shot, he was missing. His jumper was falling flat because he was so exhausted. So for him to have the presence of mind to not only get the steal, but understand that, hey, this is the moment. Like, I've missed my last few shots because it's falling flat, but this is the moment, and I know what I have to do. I have to muster up the energy and fortitude to make sure that this jumper does not fall flat at all. And what does he do on that jumper? Nothing but net. Pure concentration, pure understanding the moment, as clutch as you can possibly get in knowing that this may be the last game of your career. LeBron James will never know what it's like to experience that kind of dominance in a career. And again, it's all because of how he went about his career, fanboys. I hope I'm getting this point through your head right now. Hear me, fanboys. Hear me whenever you are debating a fan of Michael Jordan, and really any other player for that matter, but whenever you are debating a fan of Michael Jordan, you do not have a leg to stand on, because no matter what you can say about the longevity and the accumulation of numbers, no matter what you can say about the per game stat numbers, which Jordan dominates that as well, but no matter what you can say about the numbers, a Jordan fan can always back you into a corner with saying, how did he do it? The how is important, fanboys. I cannot stress this enough. The how is what always makes you have to shut up. It's what's going to get you into your feelings. It's what's going to make you have to come into the comments and say this guy's just hating without providing any explanation of your point. So again, he leaves Miami the minute things get tough again. He heads back to Cleveland, where he has Kyrie. You know, that one right there made me the greatest of all time. He loves to say that and leave out Kyrie all the time. Kyrie and Kevin Love. And then to top it off, here we go. Fanboys, again, the how gets you the how is gonna get you every time. On top of that, we have Tyronn Lue come on the All the Smoke podcast. Matt Barnes and I can't remember the other guy's name at the moment, Steven Jackson, and says that during the finals and they're losing, and he looks down and LeBron James has his legs crossed and is filing his fingernails. Hey, some fanboy, I just did a video on this earlier this week because it was requested by Super Thanks, and some fanboy got in the comments and said that was a lie. Fanboy, I suggest you go watch that episode of the podcast, because Tyronn Lue did indeed say that he looked down, LeBron James was sitting with his legs crossed, filing his fingernails, and he had to tell LeBron, hey, I need you to be better. I need you to do whatever it takes or we're not going to win the series. What kind of GOAT needs to be motivated in that kind of way? What kind of GOAT needs to be told to do his job, to do the job of a GOAT? Fanboys, please. Fanboys, please. What are you arguing about? What are you getting on here about? If you haven't watched that episode, I suggest you go watch the episode of Tyronn Lue on the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Watch that. What kind of GOAT has to be told to do GOAT-like things? What kind of player is in the finals filing his nails on the bench? I mean, this is almost unbelievable that these words are coming out of my mouth. This is an unbelievable scenario, but this shows you how low the standards have gotten to be in the so-called GOAT conversation. But I think more importantly, this shows you that the GOAT conversation was manufactured. Larry Bird would never be on the bench filing his nails during a loss. Kobe Bryant would never be on the bench filing his nails while they're losing in the finals. And I don't even have to say Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson would never be on the bench filing his nails during a loss. I'm sorry, this video might get kind of long. Again, fanboys, let me drive this point home for you. The how is going to get you in trouble every time. Whenever you bring up the numbers and someone questions, well, how did LeBron James get to these numbers? Let's go through his career and talk about the moves he made to accomplish what he accomplished. That's going to get you in trouble every single time, fanboys. All right, so let's talk about the longevity for just a second. So let's talk about the longevity for just a second. First of all, we have to address the allegations, wink, wink, the probability, the possibility of the juice. Since everybody in his circle seems to keep being associated with the juice, but somehow he never gets confirmed. The latest one being Tristan Thompson. But his wife and his trainer and who else knows who else has already been founded to be associated with the juice. So let's talk about that in his longevity. But okay, there's no definitive proof. There's nothing saying that the NBA will ever come out and even allow that to happen. But without that, let's talk about the guy not playing defense. Let's talk about the fact that he hasn't won, that he hasn't been on a defensive team since he left Miami. And you want to talk about his longevity because he's running up some offensive numbers? Well, the guy stopped playing defense. Let's talk about LeBron James not running up the court because he's too busy whining to the refs. Sometimes he's not even whining to the refs. Sometimes he's just waiting to get back on offense. He said, I'm not coming down the court and playing defense with you guys. Y'all got it, 4-on-5. Y'all should be used to playing this way. I've been doing this for the last 5 years. Y'all should be used to playing 4-on-5. Now, just holler at me when we get back down the court. Get me the ball, and I'll find a way to pad my stats, get my assist in. As long as you guys are working hard to get yourselves open, then I will get you the ball so that I can make sure that I get my assist in. I'll do that for you. Because I need everybody to be doing things for me, to make me look good. I need you guys to rebound the ball. I need you guys to make plays and do everything to make me look good. That's your job. Didn't he just say that recently? I just need my teammates to just do their job. They've been hired to make me look like the GOAT. And they're not doing a very good job of it. Anthony Davis has been getting too much praise this season. He hadn't been injured. And he's taken a little bit of shine away from me. We tried to sit out to make the team look bad against the Celtics, and they wind up winning. This is not what my team was paid to do. They were paid to make me look good. I wish they'd do their job. Yeah. Again, fanboys, you guys keep bringing up the numbers. We're going to keep bringing up, well, how did he get them? Let's talk about the traveling and carrying that he never gets called for. Again, I really tried my best to start off watching Lakers games this season. Not just Lakers games, but other games as well. But the last couple of weeks, I just hadn't been able to do it. I can't remember what game I was watching in particular. It was a Laker game, though. But I watched LeBron travel, and then the very next play, I watched someone on the other team travel, and that was it for me. I was like, okay, I guess traveling is not a thing anymore. I can't take this. This is ridiculous. But yet, these players are so-called more skilled. Well, anybody can be more skilled if you can walk and travel. Okay, anyway, and then we get into the flopping. Again, bring up the numbers, fanboys, then we got to ask you, how did he do it? Flopping is cheating the game. So effectively, LeBron has been cheating the game for years, almost since he's been in the league. And then you want to tell us about the numbers. Well, he's been cheating to get some of these numbers. He's been cheating to get a lot of these numbers. See, he has had freedom to do what he wants in this NBA and hasn't got winning results. And what I mean by winning results, I mean a winning record in the finals. With as much leeway as LeBron James has had in the NBA to get the players he wants, to go to the team he wants to, he should have no complaints about his teammates that he plays with and about his coaches. You chose him. But anyway, this video is getting kind of long, and I could keep on going. But, you know, maybe we'll go into a part 2. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, fanboys, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Is you guys will forever lose trying to defend your king. You guys will forever lose trying to defend your king. So I would suggest you turn in your CFL membership. Stop capping for LeBron, because you're always going to lose when someone questions, how did he do these things? How did he do it in comparison to the other greats? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that the way LeBron James has gotten his accomplishments in the NBA will forever tarnish his legacy? And not only forever tarnish his legacy, but will forever diminish any accomplishments he could make as a player? Let me know what you guys think. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.